Hey friends, Dan Przaski here from allaboutminibikes.com and of course where we got our name from. Very first book I ever got picked up at a library. This isn't the one. This is very hard to find now. But anyway, let's just bring back a little memories because this here book, All About Mini Bikes, was really cool. The guy who wrote it wrote very good. It had a lot of explanations about mini bikes, what to do, different kinds, how to fix them. But the whole of it all also was off-road riding, trail riding, and because that's exactly what we did, this couldn't have been a more perfect book for us at the time. We didn't ride in the streets or anything like that. We'd walk them about a mile away so the cops wouldn't pick us up if we rode. And so they picked us up and took it. We weren't getting it back. At least that's what our parents told us. So we'd walk it about a mile away, take off in a field, a big field by a Kmart, cross over an expressway, believe it or not. Never got killed, never got hit. And then once we got over the expressway down a really steep hill, then it was all riding through trails, forests, things like that. Actually, the Jeep company, Willie's Overland and the Jeep had the land back there, and that's where they used to test ride their Jeeps and stuff. And they never bothered us or anything like that, and we just had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun riding, and so this book was key because it just at the time we knew absolutely nothing about mini bikes or motors or anything like that. So this was just a great book to have at the time, and still do. And anyway, that's why everything is all about mini bikes. But anyway, that's just a little bit of flashback memory for me as we're trying to get things prepped and going and ready for it. I always thought this was just a cool picture too. That was cool. When I picked up this book, I probably had my mini bike for about a week or two. Can't even remember, to be honest with you. Just next to no time. But anyway, this was just a great book. And hey, maybe you want to share what was some of your inspiration also when you got into mini bikes. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please share. And guys, have a great day.
Now we have the frame all cleaned and we're ready to paint it. So we're going to paint it with this red paint that already has the primer in it. And the best way to paint a frame like this would actually be to hang it from something like we have it, so you can get the whole thing, like all the frame without like in one time painting it. But like you can put it on a box too, but you'll have to wait time till this dries to flip it so you can get the other side. So the way we're gonna paint it is we have like a thing that's gonna spray it out. We can hold it like this with a little nozzle. So you want to do it like 4 to 6, or actually like 6 to 12 inches away from the frame, and you just go like that and get the frame all around, and then you can move it around as you're going. And you can just paint the whole thing, and then you can add whatever other colors you want. Okay, so our mini bike has a brake drum, so we're going to assemble the brake now. We have the brake lever, which is going to go onto the handle, the left handle, and we aren't going to tighten it yet because we have to put the grip on too. So then we take the brake cable, and we have this attached here. We put this through the hole right there, and we previously put the nut on, and this one too, but not tightened all the way. So we're going to put it through it. And then we'll tighten that later for to increase the tension. And then right here, there's another hole in there.
What did you forget though, honey?
What do you mean?
Spring.
Oh yeah, and then we have to put which side?
That goes down the other way. Flip it. Yep.
So we put the spring through it first, and then after that, we thread it through this little hole.
And I may have to help you do that.
No, I got it.
Can you get it? All right, so we'll put it through that hole, and then we'll take a screwdriver, is that on the end, to tighten it?
Yeah, we're gonna use a screwdriver.
Screwdriver, tighten
and
it up.
Tighten it there.
Right. And then we'll adjust it then from right through there, right? All right, so we're gonna assemble that, and we'll come back and you can see how it is assembled, right?
Yep. Okay, so now we have all the brake assembled. We got this done, so when I spin it, it stops it. We try it on the ground. Once it's stopped, the wheel won't turn anymore. And also make sure to put clear nail polish on the end of all your nuts and bolts so that we will stop them from vibrating off.
All right, so what are we gonna do next?
And next we're gonna put the engine on.
All right, let's get to it.
Okay, so now we have the engine slightly, we have like the bolts, we have it where we want it, but we haven't completely tightened it yet. We just have it where we want it. Then we have the clutch put onto that. And then along with this, we put the chain on, and we have the master link out already, so it's right now not connected. So we're gonna adjust it to how much we need of it, and then we're gonna adjust it, and we're gonna put the master link on it. And then we'll be ready to go with the chain.
Chain, and then we put the throttle on next, right?
Yep,
and
we'll be ready
and
to
so
go.
we'll get it going. Cool. All right.
Okay, so now we have 3 things left to do. We have to put the throttle on and tighten it up. Then we have to put the foot pegs on, and then we just have to put gas in the engine, and then we'll be ready to go. So we first want to put this throttle on the handlebar, like this, with these facing down. Then we'll take a screwdriver and tighten it up. This one might be a little too small for it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, now we have the throttle handle attached. This is the throttle cable. We took it through the front of the fork. Now we're gonna bring it around to the throttle control right here, through this little hole in here above the carburetor. I'm just gonna have to weave it through there.
See if they can see it. Can you get it?
Yeah, I just gotta.
There you go.
Is it through?
Yep, yeah, just push a little bit more, but we'll loosen that nut up on there a little bit, get it all the way through. Yep.
There.
There we go. And so we'll tighten it down and come back. Feed it all the way through though, okay?
I don't know.
All right, so we're just getting the
doing
peg on. Yeah, it is. Let's keep her going.
It's
Yep, we got to
that
stop
side.
the other. I'll hold the other side with the wrench as we're doing this, okay? All right. Okay, we're just getting these tightened where we think that they'll be. One of the pegs.
I'm gonna go to
All
the
right,
big one.
yep, take that off and switch to the other one. Perfect.
Okay, we got our mini bike done. We rode it around the block a few times, but the only problem we had was that the gas cap, the frame was in the way of getting it off, so we had to take the engine off the bolt and move it out. But we're just gonna get a flush gas cap for that, so it'll be easier to take off and we won't have to move it out. Now we're gonna go on a ride.
Oh, did you tell them thanks for watching our video?
My headband came down.
Yeah. Oh!